right, so David Small, and I am a professional toy inventor. I've been doing this for about 20 years at my own company called Chicken Products. I'll do the best that I can about telling you about what I do, what the company does, and then I'm going to take you through one product that is coming out this year, introduced by Mattel, that I'm very proud of. Of course, I'm very proud of all the products that we do. But this one is new and fresh, and I thought it might be a good topic to discuss. A full product development cycle from an inventor's point of view, getting a product to market, how long does it take, what are the steps that you have to go through to get that done. I tried to round up some of the development effort so I could show you where it started, where it ended. And in today's market, product cycles are so short, it's ridiculous. It used to be when I first started this business, you would have an introduction year, then you would have your big year, then you would have your closeout year, and if a product became an evergreen, it would come to some lower level and last for many, many years. Today, you're lucky if you get one full season out of a toy, or out of almost anything, because we just churn through product, and it's just kind of the way it is with our fast media, etc. So, I am an engineer by education, electrical engineer, and when I first started in this business, I started in Silicon Valley. I worked for a really exciting company called MeasureX, and I was one of the new hires in engineering. I was there for maybe 6 months, and an older programmer sort of took me under his wing and gave me advice all the time. This is a great guy. He pulled me off to the side, and he used to do this all the time, and he said, maybe the best advice I ever got in my career early on. He said, you know, in this country, we're losing our ability to manufacture products, manufacture it quickly, to do it the right way. So he advised me to leave engineering and go to manufacturing right away. Start there, go through manufacturing, go through quality, go through test engineering, and then come back to engineering when you have a foundation for what you're designing, how it's going to be manufactured. So since I respected him a great deal, I did that. And I moved out of engineering, down into manufacturing, worked on the manufacturing floor, spent a year and a half there, then moved into quality for a while, then moved into test engineering. 5 years later, I went back to design. And that advice allowed me to have the background that I needed to be able to take any product all the way through a cycle. So I encourage anybody who wants to start something, wants to start up in an organization, make new products, to get as multidisciplined as you can from the get-go. So that worked well for me, and I think it is good advice for anybody. So I worked at MeasureX for a couple years, and I went on to the startups. Right? So, you know, I could plaster my wall with the amount of founder stock that I had that was worth nothing. So I went through Portis Dow, which was a combination of Portis Medical and Dow Chemical. We made kidney dialysis machines. They were very sophisticated. It was great working there, but that ultimately failed. And I went to Atari for a while, worked there, went to Molecular Computer, another startup. We were making 64-user machines in a box, all based on DOS. Very exciting stuff. Failed. While I was there, a bunch of my friends from Atari said that they were going to start a toy company, and I was director of engineering. And they said they were going to start this toy company. They were going to make a teddy bear. So I said, well, okay, good luck, but I'm not interested. So they came back the next day and said, you're going to be the head of engineering, and we're starting this toy company. And I said, no, I'm not. So they put this bear, Teddy Ruxpin. They gave it to me. It was a great product. So they gave me Teddy Ruxpin. I had 2 young kids at the time, and they left. So I played with Teddy Ruxpin in front of these 2 young kids, and I saw they were just mesmerized by it. I took it around the neighborhood, showed it to a bunch of people, and they were mesmerized by this talking bear. This was the ugliest, clunkiest, most terrible prototype you could ever imagine. But it came to life, it talked, it worked, and kids were mesmerized by it. So I quit my job the next day. Another startup. Well, I don't know if you guys know the history of Worldwide R&D, the company that we formed to bring Teddy Ruxpin to market, but we went straight up and straight down. In a matter of, I don't know, we were the fastest growing company in the history of the world at that point in time. We went from 0 to $100 million starting in April and delivered $100 million worth of product for Christmas. It was blinding speed. It was a lot of fun. Rode that the next year into laser tag, which still exists today, which is still my property. Ari is helping me with the new laser tag, as a matter of fact. I won't tell you what it is, but it's very exciting. It'll come to market in 2012. So I did that for a while. That company went up. On the way down, I stayed there, closed that company down, closed lots of companies down. Not a lot of fun for me. Hated doing that. Hated laying off friends, and these things were terrible. So I went to another toy company after that for a short period of time, and I decided after corporate management for 5 or 6 years, I decided to do what I love to do best, and that is just make product. So I became an inventor, a toy inventor, had some experience in the space, was successful in the space. My business partner, Paul Rago, he was head of marketing, so we were the team that made these products. So we got together, formed Shoot the Moon. So I'll give you a little background on Shoot the Moon. I think the best way to do that, though, is I'm going to access my website. I'm going to show some of the products, and what we do on the website is we have our commercials, right? So we typically do advertised product, and all advertised product have commercials. We've collected some, put them on our website. So I will show you a couple of the breadth of some of our products. Great. So this is the first product that we did, one of the first products that we did at Worlds of Wonder. It's called TV Teddy. And we've done a lot of animated products. Here's the commercial.
TV Teddy, a bear who loves to talk.
Everybody hear that?
What are you lovers doing around here? And sing. And watch his very own videos with all his friends. TV Teddy. You never know what he'll say next.
Oh, sure.
TV Teddy comes with transmitter and one Berenstain Bears video. Other tapes sold separately. Batteries not included and adult supervision required.
Okay, so, it's a cool toy. That was the first TV interactive product that was ever on the market. After that, the next product that we did that I think is significant is Elmo. It's called Elmo Live. Elmo has a new product that comes out every year. And you get 1 year. And all the inventors really work hard to try to get the Elmo, because the Elmo, just like the doll, those are international products. They're sold all over the world. It's a one-hit wonder sort of thing. You get a year, although this product made it for 3 years, which was very lucky that it did. But it was such a breakthrough animated product. This is the prototype that was shown at International Toy Fair.
Get down. I've got to sit that down. Stand up, sit down, cross your legs down. On your feet now.
Okay, so we're very proud of that product, and that showed sort of a sequence of animation over time, just doing mouth and then doing a little bit more with the arms and the head, and then standing up, crossing legs, etc., using still three servo motors. Teddy Ruxpin used three motors that we servoed with feedback, and this is Elmo, same sort of technology. Yeah.
I'm, of course, dating myself and relating clearly. I'll never forget the sound of the motors on Teddy Ruxpin. Just wondering, is the state of the art but able to make them so much more stealthy, or?
Oh yeah, you can't hear the motors at all anymore.
I would miss that sound.
We said, well, let's just bring Elmo to life. Well, that's not easier said than done. And it all started with emulating a puppet hand. So a puppet hand, if you ever see the animators when they puppeteer, their hand does this, and does this. So we had to make a mechanism that could go forward and open, close, and go back, right? And so that was where we started. We only showed that to one client, and there was really only one client to show it to because only one client had the master license for Elmo. And Elmo is the only one that speaks like that. All the Muppets speak like that, but it's the only one that really has big sales. So. That Elmo Live in its first year did about 1.2 million pieces worldwide. So it's a large number of pieces. And that's just one product in the Sesame Street line, but that is the big product. So the retail price point on Elmo Live was $70, so it's a pretty big business. So Power Touch is a product that came out, I don't know, 7 years ago.
My finger is magic.
Fisher Price introduces Power Touch.
So this is a product that we were very, very proud of. So Leap Pad was on the market. Leap Pad was doing incredible volume. They were growing like crazy, and it was a fantastic product. So it was a pen-based product. You put it on a pad, you touch any, with your pen, you're a stylus, you touch any word or picture or anything on the page, and you would have audio come to life. So to compete with that, well, we had the same product. I had that product in 1994 and tried to sell it to everybody, and no one would buy it. In fact, we even showed it to Leapfrog, and they looked at our product, thought it was great. We had great software. But instead of licensing it from us, they licensed it from another company. They licensed a technology from another company and did the same exact thing. Some inventing groups look at the line and try to fill a slot in the line. We typically try to come up with some breakthrough big product that they can get new incremental business from. Now, you can look at Elmo Live and say that's a slot in the Sesame Street line, but we looked at it more as this new product development and where can we really take Elmo. So you can do your business either way. We just like to be free and do whatever we want. There was no slot at Fisher Price for Power Touch books, and we had to convince them, and it took a lot of convincing, that they needed to have a Leapfrog killer in their line because that juggernaut was killing their preschool business. So they needed to answer. And it was only for that reason that they did it. They didn't per se do it because the product was so great. They did it because they needed an answer. So that's what we did.